And Jason's right about this guy. If you haven't read this book, you really need to read this book. It's a great book. The Creature of Jekyll Island basically outlines how the Federal Reserve was put together. And if you don't know that, or if you think you know it, I think you still need to go read this book, because this is the authority. Okay. Everybody else who studies or writes books or talks about the Federal Reserve or does research articles on Federal Reserve or any of that kind of stuff, this is their number one reference. So if you want to just get to the source of who knows the most about the Federal Reserve and what happened, why it got set up, how it works, how all of these big banks work, where the money's going, what happens to the interest, why inflation is such an issue, why gold and silver moves in price. Gold doesn't get bigger, the dollar doesn't get smaller, right? The value of gold doesn't change. It's the spending power of the dollar. So he is one of the foremost leading speakers. I was just I'll share this with you. It's kind of fun. It was kind of fun. Let me share this. Let's see. Okay, can you guys see that? So this is these are the two books I think you ought to read. Okay, I don't have my fake book, but if you haven't read this book, you got to read this book. Okay, if you haven't read Fake by Robert Kiyosaki, it's his new one about fake teachers, fake money, fake assets. You got to read that one too. He references The Creature of Jekyll Island several times in that book. Okay, it's an awesome book that teaches you about how money works. Because here's the thing: not only are we buying gold and silver, not only are we building a business, you guys, but we are teaching people how to become financially secure. They can't become financially secure unless they understand what real money is and how it works. Like, how do you leverage gold? Why do you have it? What do you do with it once you have it? So you have to come to New York, and you've got to listen to G. Edward Griffin speak. I was just at an event this weekend, and almost everybody there paid $300. Okay, they paid $300 to come listen to this guy speak. We just locked him down, and we're not raising the price. Okay. He wants us to raise the price, but we're not raising the price. We're leaving it right where it is for you guys. So you're getting a huge value by coming and seeing him speak. You're going to learn a ton by listening to him. The book Fake, it's about this big. It's a pretty good sized book. It doesn't take, it's about a day and a half read. I just read it in a day and a half. It's not bad. Okay. So you got to come and see him. Now, here's what's really cool. G. Edward Griffin is also really good, well, pretty much best friends with this guy, Robert Kiyosaki. Okay, so Robert Kiyosaki was also there this weekend, and he spoke, and he referenced The Creature of Jekyll Island several times, taught about what real money is. We have some things in the works planning with him as well. So we'll announce those, and there's our goobery faces again. So let me tell you a story really quick. I'm going to pull this down because I have to tell you the story. I think it's so funny. Okay, so Robert Kiyosaki buys about $2 million a year in gold. Okay, that's pretty good spend, right? I'm really excited for the day that I can just drop $2 million and just be like, oh, I think I want some gold eagles today. Here's $2 million, right? That would be a sweet day. So the guy understands gold and silver. He buys gold and silver. He is completely on the gold standard. Not only does he do real estate, but he has totally backed his own financial situation with gold. So I was having dinner with the two of these guys, and I was talking to Robert Kiyosaki, and he started asking me these questions about numismatic coins. Because if you read, by the way, if you read the book Fake, I wish I had my copy here. If you read the book Fake, you'll see in there that he says that you shouldn't buy rare coins. But there is like a little parentheses around that. And the parentheses is, unless you know what you're doing. That's the value of the membership. Okay? The reason that you don't buy rare coins if you don't know what you're doing is because you don't know if you're getting actually good rare coins. Okay? So that's part of the value of what we do in the membership is we do all the research so that you guys don't have to. Okay? And we drop these coins. By the way, how many of you like these rare coins that we're dropping? You guys think that's cool? Do you want us to do some more of them? Yes or no? Love them. Yes. Okay, good. Okay, we'll keep doing it. So regardless of what Robert says, he doesn't know what he's talking about. So you only do the rare coins if you know what you're doing, okay? But here's what else was crazy. He was talking to me about numismatic coins. And he was kind of bragging to me, about how much gold he buys. And I'm like, yeah, good for you. And then he said, something about numismatics. He said, so do you guys sell any numismatic coins? And I told him how many coins that we sold. Oh, somebody's asking me to put that picture back up again. Let me see if I can. Is that the one you want? Okay, there you go. So he was asking me about numismatic coins. And I told him how many numismatic coins we were selling. And he said, Zach, you don't have to inflate your numbers. He said, you don't have to lie. I know you've only been doing this for 2.5 years. Like, I know you're trying to impress me, right? But you don't have to inflate your numbers. I just looked right at him. I said, listen, we are selling that many numismatic coins. He said, Zach, there is no way on planet Earth anyone can be selling that many collectible numismatic coins. I've been doing this a long time. I know all the numismatic buyers. Like, there's no way in the world anybody can be doing it. So just, you know, good is good enough. You don't need to brag. You don't need to inflate your numbers. And I'm just giving you some feedback. I said, look, I don't care what feedback you're giving me, brother. We are selling that many coins, whether you believe it or whether you don't believe it. That's how many coins we're selling. He couldn't believe it, guys. The buying, and this guy's dropping, now keep in mind, he's dropping $2 million a year in buying gold. And he's buying rare coins, and he's buying numismatic collectible coins, and he could not fathom the fact that we were buying that much. Josh sat next to a company that's got some crypto things in the works, not a MLM company, but they're doing some crypto backing with silver and whatnot, and he was talking. They couldn't believe how many numismatic coins and how much gold and silver we were selling. Like, the numbers to them are astronomical. Like, it doesn't even make sense. So that's a testament, you guys, to the power that you guys are putting in this industry and behind the company because of what you guys are doing, which is awesome. So the reason I got that picture, you have to know something about me. I don't have anything in my office that's signed by anybody. Okay. Because their name's not any cooler than mine. I know that sounds arrogant and egotistical, but look, they put their pants on the same way I do. I don't need their signature, right? I don't need pictures with anybody. Right? So I just have to throw this out there. Robert asked for my picture. I did not ask for that picture that I just showed you. I swear on my life, I did not ask for that picture. He said, look, if you're really selling that much gold and silver and you're really selling that much, he actually kicked another older gentleman out of his seat and said, get over here, sit in this seat. I got to get a picture with you. True story. True story. He asked me for his picture because of you guys. Okay. So how cool is that? So make sure you come to New York. Make sure you're there because, guys, what we're doing is we are making huge waves. There are people who have been in this industry for a long, long time that cannot fathom what we're doing. There's a guy in our office today. He'll be here all week from NGC. Remember the story I told you about a couple years ago when we put NGC's label on our website because we were selling their coins, right? We thought, oh, that's a logical thing to do. We're selling their coins, put their label on there, their logo. I got the phone call. It was like, hey, we're going to sue you. You got to get the label down. We're going to send papers in unless you guys do XYZ, right? Remember that guy that was threatening me? That's the guy that's now in our office, and they're begging us to put more of our labels. Is that true, Blake? I see it on your head. They're begging us to do more stuff with them. Like, they cannot. You know what they said about the 50-state series? Here's what he said about the 50-state series. He said, you guys, that's genius. Why didn't we think of that at NGC? Okay, they didn't think about doing the state series, and you guys are getting them. Nobody else in the world is getting them. He said, do you know how valuable those coins are going to be if they ever get out into general population outside of your membership? It's like nobody has ever done a United States state coin by coin series. He says it's genius. Okay, so you guys are doing that. That's the power that you guys are putting into this. So thank you for your hard work and your dedication. Because, guys, you are moving the mark in this industry, and there are people watching us, and they cannot believe what we're doing. Like, the numbers that we're posting are insane. Okay, so they're seeing us coming. So appreciate all the hard work that you guys are putting forward to do that. So come to New York, listen to Ed. He is unbelievable. You will walk away with so much more belief in what we're doing. You will be like, you'll be like an evangelist walking out of there. You'll be knocking on doors. You'll be knocking people over in the street, like trying to shake some sense into them about what's going on with the Federal Reserve and what's coming. Okay. So it's going to be awesome. Blake, have you got anything tonight that you got to share with us? Yeah, jump in on them and wrap it up with these last two things. Somebody said this in the chat, and I forgot to mention it. I'm going to throw this back up here again because it is worth mentioning. Okay, can you guys see this picture? So this guy right here, you probably can't see me circling this guy. The guy on the right with the white hair, okay, that's G. Edward Griffin. He loves our program so much that he actually does have a membership, okay? These guys don't do this, if you guys understand what I'm saying. These guys who go around and speak and represent a whole bunch of different companies and a whole bunch of different interests, they don't become members, especially of direct selling, network marketing, MLM companies, okay? That they just don't do it. So that is super cool. He is a member. He is proud to be a member. In fact, he bought a whole bunch of wealth strategy books, put his name on the back of them, and he's giving away just like you guys are doing. So how cool is that? So not only is he coming as the author of Creature of Jekyll Island and probably one of the foremost authorities on the Federal Reserve, he's also coming as a member to share his excitement about what we're doing. And I mean, he just can't believe our model. He's so excited about what we're doing and how we're doing it that it's insane. Okay. So last thing, I'm going to wrap it up, guys. I see this in the Facebook group a lot. Stop it. I see this in this chat a lot. Stop it. Okay. So we are building out some things that I cannot tell you about that they're going to take some time to build out. Okay. So our software people are in way over their head to try to hit the timelines that we've put on them to build out some really cool stuff for you. So we are not going to pull them off from that project to do any other projects, because it's so more important than anything else that we're doing right now. And I cannot wait for you guys to see it, because it is going to blow your mind. Mind blown, Jason, Blake? Is it going to blow their mind what we're putting together?
Yeah.
Okay. So here's what I just want to say. Okay. We do not have the capability, even if we wanted to, which we might want to, but even if we had the capability, or even if we wanted to, we do not have the capability right now to limit the coins to 1 or 2 per person. Okay. So we're not going to do it. Stop asking, knock it off. Okay.